Hello everyone, welcome back to A Wild Approach. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a place called Aspire, which is in Clinton, Tennessee. So Aspire is a pretty cool place. This is the first time that we've been to Aspire, so I'm sure I'll learn more about it as time goes on and as I visit it more often. But our first time there, it was a lot of fun. Now, it is summer, so it's pretty hot, and a lot of this place is in the full sun, but later on in the video you'll see that it also has some woodland areas, so there are some shaded paths and trails to take as well, which is really cool. But I thought you guys would like to see the flower meadow, the wildflower meadow. It is so beautiful, and there are so many blooms this time of year, and there were so many pollinators all over these blooms. And just look at this. Look how gorgeous this landscape is. And there are these really pretty bridges also, and everything is just gorgeous and bright and cheerful. This was probably a perfect day, I would say, to go, because the sky was such a pretty blue and the weather was really, really good. I did get pretty hot though, but I am very sensitive to the heat, so you guys, I had to have my hat, I had to have my sunscreen, I had to have water, like a lot of water. So, you know, prepare yourselves for that if you do visit in the summer. But anyway, there are so many native plants in here. There's gray-headed coneflower, which is on the screen right now. And there's also wild bergamot. I think there are some different kinds of milkweed. There's a type of milkweed in here that I'm not even sure what it's called. Alright, so I think this plant right here is actually Illinois bundleflower, aka Desmanthus illinoisensis. So what's really cool about this one is it's native to Knox County, but it's also native to a lot of the very middle of the country. So Texas, Oklahoma, lots of places like that, Missouri, Louisiana. So it's native to quite a big chunk in the very middle of the country. And yet here we are all the way over here in Knox County of East Tennessee, and it's native over here too, kind of on its own little island over here. So that's really interesting. I always find it interesting when something is native to Knox County and not a lot of other counties in our side of Tennessee, but yet it's native like way over, like in the middle of the country or out west even. Those are always so interesting to me. But anyway, gray-headed coneflower again on the screen there with the little pollinator on it, and we had such a good time exploring, and the day was so pretty. The sky was so blue, and you have a view of the mountains from the wildflower meadow, and it's just so gorgeous. That combination of wildflower meadow in the foreground, mountains in the background, and the blue sky, and the perfect white fluffy clouds. Alright, so this plant is, I think it's lemon bee balm, Monarda citriodora. And this is such a really beautiful plant. It's got these tiered blooms, and they're this beautiful, deep, very vivid pink. Almost like a pink purple. And of course, more gray-headed coneflower. There was a lot of gray-headed coneflower blooming this day. And we got to see butterflies. So I know a lot of you are in love with butterflies as much as me. And I think that one might have been a fritillary. It's kind of hard to tell in the footage what exact type, but then there is a monarch. So we got to see a couple monarchs, and it was really awesome, but we'll be back after this break. Hi guys, could you hit the like button underneath this video? It helps me know which videos resonate most with you guys. Do you need a short, quick guide to get started in wildlife gardening? Well, turns out I've got just the thing. I just came out with a new free ebook just for you, and it's called A Wild Approach to Gardening 101, and it's available on my website today at macylou.com/shop. It's free, so go check it out. What do you have to lose? Welcome back, everybody. So here we are looking at one of the monarchs that we got to see at Aspire. back on July 3rd. So this monarch was chilling here on this plant. I don't actually know what this plant is. I think it is a type of milkweed. If I can find out what it is, I will put it on the screen, but I'm not sure. It doesn't have blooms at the moment, so it's a little harder for me to identify, and it's just not a plant that's familiar to me. So I'm gonna look it up. I suspect it's a type of milkweed, but I'm just not sure. So that being said, the monarchs were having a great time in this garden, and there were definitely some other types of milkweed for sure, like butterfly weed around. But the butterfly weed had already mostly finished blooming because it bloomed, I don't know, last month or something like that. And so it was mostly gray-headed coneflowers, wild bergamot, lemon bee balm, and the Illinois bundleflower that were blooming, along with maybe a few other things that I'm forgetting. But there were also some really cool native grasses in here, and as I've said before, native grasses, I really would love to get better at identifying them. I'm really terrible at, at knowing what they are unless they have their seed heads on. But anyway, this is wild bergamot. This is Monarda fistulosa. If you've watched any of my other videos of my garden, you've probably seen this plant at least once on my channel. It is a pollinator favorite. It is beloved by pretty much everybody. Bees, butterflies, hummingbirds, they all love it. So to me, it's just one of those must-haves, and it also smells really, really good, especially in early spring. And look, even one of those hummingbird moths, I forget which one this is, but I call it the little shrimp because it's just what it reminds me of. But guys, don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this video. I don't do a lot of like field trip type videos, but I would like to try to do more of those. I think that it's fun to get out and about and see where our favorite native plants are growing and who's growing them, where they're growing, what types of parks and nature centers can we go to and explore. And I think that it gives us a lot of material to be inspired by for our own gardens. But here we go. There were shaded woodland trails. And don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button if you are enjoying this video. Hit the bell so that you actually get notifications. Okay, so I really loved the option to walk in the shade because it was so hot. I needed a break from that full sun area. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Bye. Hey guys, don't forget to follow me on Blue Sky and Instagram. These are the two best social media accounts other than YouTube where you can find me and you can see me post photos of the garden, thoughts on wildlife, and more. So don't forget to follow me over there. Brand new items are now available in the shop. Thanks so much to viewers like you for supporting the channel. To support the channel, like the video, comment, and subscribe. You can also support my work by buying art from me at macylu.com. Thanks for watching!